How are we going, everyone? Just taking the flowers off the rocket here so I can get more foliage. You can see we've got lots more foliage coming on, and that way we get more crop to harvest. Now, talking about harvest, I want to talk about top 5 veggies that you go to. What are your top 5 veggies? Now, why I'm asking this question, and I want you to think about it. Think about the 5 vegetables that you would plant in your garden. If you had to select out of 100, 200 veggies that exist in this world, there's obviously a lot more, what 5 would you plant? And what would you recommend to a fellow friend, gardener, neighbor, anyone who's got a smaller area, maybe not as big as yours? Even if you've got a small area, what 5 veggies do you select or go to plant in your garden? I'm going to show you my ones. Now, this is in a 1 square meter garden bed. This ain't 1 square meter here. This is 2 square meters, but we're going to talk about a 1 square meter. So the more varieties you put together, and I'm talking about plant family varieties, the better the success as far as the crop grows and the soil condition and the life of it. Now, for me, let's put the families aside for a second, plant families, and let's talk about vegetables that will be performing well for you, that you can get a decent harvest out of it and not struggle after 6 months or 3 months of waiting and end up with only 1 cabbage head. So if I was going to select 5 vegetables, it would be lettuce, cos lettuce, this one here, because it's easy to grow. And by comparison to the iceberg or mignonette lettuce, this outperforms them and is less affected by pests and disease. Easy to grow, a lot cleaner, and a lot easier to harvest. So that's my first one. My second, spring onions. Now, you can't have a garden without spring onions in it. You need to have some spring onions like that there. Now, you can grow them in clusters like this, or you could separate them one by one if you like. You know why I love the spring onions? Because you can get multiple harvests. From one batch of onions or spring onions you plant, you cut them down flat to the ground. Just snip them off there, just above the soil surface or the mulch, and they will just jump back up again. So you will get at least 3 or 4 harvests out of your spring onions. And then once you're sick and tired of harvesting, let them go to flower. They'll drop seed and you get thousands more. And that's the same with all the veggies we're going to talk about. So, cos lettuce, spring onions. Third one, parsley, Italian leaf parsley. It goes in all types of cooking. It's easy to grow, it's robust, it has its own flowers as well, and it seeds prolifically as well. So an easy one is parsley. So call it a herb if you like, but it's part of the vegetable range for me. Fourth one, now it's in spring, summer, zucchinis, folks. They are forever giving. You harvest one zucchini today, tomorrow you'll have another one. So you've got multiple picks going on there with the zucchinis. You can go pumpkins, but they grow out of control. A zucchini plant, a typical blackjack, if you like, even the Lebanese zucchinis. We've been picking zucchinis 1 a day for the last, I think, 2 weeks. And we've only got 2 plants out there in the car park. Out here, I planted very late. So zucchinis is my third one. Fourth one, again, summer crop, has to be a cherry tomato. I know you're thinking the big Malacca, or is that my 5th one? Is that my 5th? So wait a second. We've got lettuce, spring onions, parsley, zucchini, my bad. And my 5th one is cherry tomatoes. Real easy. Now, if it's out of season with the cherry tomatoes, because you get lots of picking out of that, you can chop them into little bits if you like and put them in a salad. You can make a sauce out of them. Don't worry about this. It's got to be a Roma tomato to make tomato sauce. You can make it with all tomatoes. Believe me, you can. At the end, if I was to make you a batch of tomato sauce using the big Malaccas or the cherries or the Romas, you'll struggle to be able to find the difference in the taste. That's my opinion anyway. I know a lot of you are going to be saying, you're crazy. What are you talking about, Vasily? So that's the 5th one, tomatoes. I'd love for you to share your 5 varieties. Now, including in that, throw in a couple of flowers as well. So make it 6. Put a petunia in there, or a marigold if you like, or lobelias. They're great as well for companion, and they attract all the beneficial insects as well. So 5 varieties. What 5 varieties would you plant in your garden if you've only had 1 square meter of space? That's going to give you multiple harvests out of the 1 plant that you've put in the ground. Share your comments down below or above, or whichever platform you're looking at it, and have a lovely day. Check out our website, vasilisgarden.com. From me, Vasily, Baresi.